Hello, Parkway Manor. Welcome back to Friday, May 1st, The Chocolate Touch by Patrick Skene Catling. Last time we read chapter 2, and we learned that John was on his way over to see his friend Susan Buttercup. But instead of turning towards Susan's house, John found himself going in an opposite direction. As he was walking, if you remember, he found a coin. But it wasn't a regular coin. It kind of reminded him of a quarter, except on one side it had the initials JM, which, by the way, are his initials, John Midas, and on the other side was a picture of kind of a chubby boy. On his walk after he found his coin, he ended up coming across a candy store where the candy store owner invited him inside. And if you remember, John used that coin he found to buy a box of chocolates. Well, when he got home, he found, after he unwrapped all the different layers, there was only one piece of chocolate in the whole box. But chapter 2 ended with John describing the chocolate as the most chocolatey chocolate he ever tasted. So I guess it was worth it, even if it was just for one piece. Let's keep reading. Chapter 3. The birds were chirping in the tree outside John's window, and the sky beyond was deep blue. The bedroom door opened a few inches. "Hey, Sleepy," Mrs. Midas called. "Everyone else is up." John put on his bathrobe and slippers and ambled to the bathroom. His sister Mary was still brushing her teeth, and he had to wait until she was finished. "Come on, Mary," he said a little crossly. "Don't take all morning." "Here you are," Mary said, as she handed him the toothpaste tube. While Mary soaped her face, John squeezed a little of the toothpaste onto his brush. The toothpaste was pink. John made a face at his toothbrush. It didn't seem fair that he should have to brush his teeth with stuff that tasted just like his vitamin tonic. "Ugh, a stinky taste," he called out. John opened his mouth and pushed in the end of the toothbrush. As soon as it touched his front teeth, he noticed a delicious sweetness in his mouth, a taste of the best kind of chocolate. He pushed the brush to and fro, and the taste seemed to grow stronger. He removed the brush, and the bristles on his toothbrush were all brown. "What kind of toothpaste is this?" John asked. Mary was drying her face. The same kind," she said. "It says right there on the tube. It's called Blanco Dent." John read it, and it's true. It was the same kind they always had. "Well, why is it chocolate flavored this time?" he asked. "Boy, it's good." "Silly," Mary said. "Of course it's not chocolate flavored." She hung up her towel and swished out of the bathroom. John squeezed some more toothpaste onto his brush and continued to brush his teeth. Chocolate again. It was marvelous, rich, sweet, smooth chocolate. Chocolatey chocolate, like the single piece of chocolate from the box that he had the night before. There seemed to be no further need for the toothbrush, so John rinsed it and hung it up. Guess what he did, boys and girls? He squeezed out another bit of toothpaste, this time onto his fingertip. He put his finger in his mouth and ate the toothpaste right off. When he took his finger out again, his finger was stained chocolate brown. John wasted no more time. He put the end of the toothpaste tube into his mouth and emptied it all onto his tongue. It squeezed out like thick, creamy chocolate. Mary looked into the bathroom, and she asked, "What are you doing?" "Yummy," was all John said. John and Mary were a little late getting to the dining room, and Mr. Midas was already on the way to his train when they sat down at the breakfast table. "Mom, John ate up all the toothpaste," Mary told their mother. "Oh, you sneak," John whispered. "Well, you did," Mary reminded him. "And that's a waste. Isn't it a waste, Mother, to eat up all the toothpaste in one day?" Mrs. Midas was serving their orange juice, Mary, really, she said. I'm sure John was only joking. He must have been pretending to eat the toothpaste. No, he wasn't, Mary insisted. I was watching. I saw him squeeze it right into his mouth. He said it was chocolate. Oh, dear, protested Mrs. Midas. Chocolate again? Now I know it was just a joke. He just wished it were chocolate. Come now, drink up your orange juice, both of you. Your bacon and eggs will be ready in a moment. As Mrs. Midas left the room, John took up his glass of orange juice and put it to his lips. As soon as he tilted it, the liquid began to flow into his mouth, of course, and a happy look came to his eyes. Oh, boy, that's good, he said. Chocolate juice. Mary looked at John. Then she looked at her glass of orange juice. It was a bright orange color. She tasted it. It tasted like orange juice to her. It is not chocolate juice, she said. It's orange juice. Orange juice is good for you. Yes, John, Mrs. Midas said, hearing the last few words as she carried their plates of bacon and eggs. You must drink your... She caught sight of John's glass. It was empty. John, you good boy, she said. That's the first time in ages that you've finished your orange juice without having to be told to. Well, it tasted like chocolate, he explained. All right, Mrs. Midas said. Very funny, John. Don't tease Mary too much. Remember, Mary's younger than you are. John silently picked up his fork and sliced the yolk of his fried egg. The yellow broke over the white, and he shivered as he watched it, as he always did. Oh, I can't eat this, he told his mother. Of course you can. You drank your orange juice. Now go ahead, eat your bacon and eggs. John scraped up a small piece of egg and put it into his mouth. It immediately became chocolate. Chocolate, white, and chocolate yolk. Both lovely, lovely chocolate. John mumbled. Chocolate egg. In almost no time, he had finished every scrap of egg on his plate. Then he tried the bacon. The bacon turned to chocolate also. John had never before enjoyed his breakfast so much. After the orange juice that had turned to chocolate juice in his mouth, and the fried bacon and egg that had turned to fried chocolate, he ate 2 slices of chocolate toast with chocolate butter and chocolate marmalade, washed down with a glass of, you guessed it, chocolate milk. I am very pleased with you this morning, Mrs. Midas said, as she helped John on with his coat. Now, if you promise to eat your lunch at school, as well as you ate your breakfast, I'll give you a dime to buy some more chocolates. That's all right, John said. I don't think I'll need it. Mrs. Midas looked puzzled as she waved goodbye. Remember, usually John is not so cooperative in eating his nutritious foods. And that is the end of chapter 3, everyone. Stay tuned on Monday where we will continue reading The Chocolate Touch. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.